So this is my highly requested Facebook ads iOS 14 update step by step. Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. My name's Camille, known as the ECOM King, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you my brand new way on how I manage my campaigns during iOS 14. Because if you don't already know, iOS 14 has made a big difference to a lot of your guys' performances when you're launching your ads and your ad sets. Now, what I've done for you is I've actually created a brand new strategy on how I'm currently managing my campaigns for interest targeting, lookalikes, retargeting, so you guys know how I'm currently doing my ads, so I'm working on the best ways to get the best performance during iOS 14. Not just that, but I'm going to be showing you the app that I'm currently using that enables me to make sure that my data tracking is 50% more accurate than when I don't use this app, which is an absolute game changer. Because if you don't already know, iOS 14 has made data tracking terrible on basically Facebook ads, and the worst thing about that is a lot of you guys are making decisions based on inaccurate data, so that's why a lot of you guys are failing with Facebook ads. And that's why in today's video I'm going to be clearing all of that up, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how I'm managing everything from iOS 14, because I've been doing ads now, I'm spending loads of money doing ads since iOS 14, so I've learned what works and what doesn't work when managing campaigns. Now, what I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to be giving you guys a free Google Doc sheet that obtains all the information that I'm going to be going through today. And if you want to access that free Google Doc sheet, we need to 2,000 likes on this video. Now, if you're part of the ECOM King VIP membership group, you'll receive this free Google Doc sheet straight away, and it has been out for the last few days. All you need to do is go to the channel, go to the community section, and in there you will find the free Google Doc sheet. Now, I just want to say a massive disclaimer first. Now, this isn't just going to be a step-by-step how to set everything up, how to do everything from scratch. Yes, I'm going to be showing you the ad account, how to do these things, but it's not going to be one of those deep depth tutorials on literally how to do ads. This is only good if you've already watched the free course that I made, which is 6 hours long. And if you've watched that Facebook strategy in that video, then it's going to make more sense to watch this one, because these are just add-ons to that existing ad strategy, but these are iOS 14 add-ons to that strategy. So as you guys can see, I'm in that free Google Doc sheet, and what I want to go over first is what changes have iOS 14 made to your ads, because a lot of you guys don't even know what changes have been made to your existing campaigns. The first one is the data tracking is a lot worse. Your key metric like your ROAS, your CPAs are not showing accurately, which means that when you're looking at your data on your ads manager, you're making decisions when those decisions are inaccurate because the data is inaccurate. So you might be turning campaigns off when they're the ones that are actually doing really, really well for you. So you're actually screwing yourself over. So that's why it's very important that you download the app that we're using in the next few moments. And the next thing is things like lookalikes and retargeting. The performance has completely dropped off because the data tracking, which is what iOS 14 is basically destroyed, it's going to take a lot more data. So before, you could do video views with 2,000 video views. Now, nowadays, you might need 4,000 because the data has been took off so much where you need double the data to do any retargeting or any lookalikes. I hope that makes sense. Then you've got something like you will need double the budget. So from now on, iOS 14 has basically made everything double the money, double the metrics. Basically, look at Facebook now as double whatever it takes normally, double the money or double the metrics. So you'll need double the budget than normal. For example, if you had $1,500 to do Facebook ads, you're now going to need $3,000 to get the same results you would normally get with $1,500. Now, this isn't exactly true, but on a broader scale, it's more than not more accurate. So do bear in mind that the budget you're going to need is a lot more than usual. Now, you can't just start using purchase event on a new pixel. So if you want to go and start a new ad account and start with purchase, you can't do it because you need to already have a purchase on the pixel. And I'm going to be showing you how to get around that in the next few seconds. So let's get into how to use the purchase event if you haven't already got a purchase on the pixel. So the best thing you can do is make sure that you have a Facebook pixel installed on your store, and again, I'll go over that on the free course. Then what you want to do is you want to set your product to $1. Then what you want to do is you want to order the product from your site, and then because the Facebook pixel's installed, it's going to be pinged off as a sale, and then that way you've got one legit sale on your pixel. And then once you've done that, then there's no more issues with the data tracking in terms of you needing a purchase, because you've already initiated that real purchase on your store, but you need the pixel set up first before you do that. Now let's go over how to make sure that your ads are being tracked accurately. So this is the app that I use, and I've left the link in the free cheat sheet. And if I go to Shopify, it's called Facebook Multiple Pixels. This is the app. It is a free one, but it does have a paid plan after 7 days. Now, I'm not affiliated with this company. It's just the one that we're currently using. And as you guys can see, this is the name. Now, once you've installed the app, what you want to do is you want to scroll down and you want to click Action. And what you want to do is you want to put the Facebook ID in this one, the Pixel ID, and you can get the Pixel ID from the business manager under data sources. You'll find it there. Then you got the access token here. And then what you want to do is once this is all done, you just want to save it. And again, there's not really that much to this app. It's very easy to install. It's very easy to use. And once you've done that, they also have a tutorial in the app, but that's pretty much the basics that you need to do to get this app set up. And this will help you with the iOS 14 data tracking. So let's get straight into how I'm managing my normal campaigns, like my interest targeting campaigns. So step one is you want to be testing ABO and CBO for the exact same ads and ad sets within the campaign. And if this doesn't make sense, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I do it in the next few moments. Now, the reason why you want to be doing this is because Facebook is saying that CBO actually work better than ABO for data tracking and optimization for iOS 14. So this is the ad account that I've got up, and this is an active ad account for the clothing brand that we've got. Now, as you guys can see, we've got ABO and we've got CBO running for this same thing. So you can see here, ABO and we've got CBO. So if you don't already know, ABO is ad set budget optimization, CBO is campaign budget optimization. So what I would do is I'd create this campaign. I've already created it, it's already running. So you can see this campaign right here. What I'm now going to want to do is I'm going to want to convert this to a CBO as well. And you're going to want the ABO and the CBO running next to each other for the next few days. And you want to see which performs better. And then once you know which one performs better, you want to turn the other one off. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate this campaign and turn it into a CBO. And I'm going to be showing you how you do that now. So you click duplicate and you want to have one copy of the campaign. You don't want to be going crazy with the copies because that won't be effective. Then once this comes up, what you want to do is you want to look at the actual ad set budget, because depending on the ad set budget will depend on what you put the CBO budget to. So I'm going to be giving you the hypothetical way of working this out. So because you're doing an ABO, that's you spending the money on the ad set, not the campaign. So you have to take those ad sets that you've got and convert the total budget that you're spending on ad sets into the CBO budget. So let's say, for example, that this ABO campaign has got 5 ad sets and we're spending £3 per ad set. That would mean you would want to do 3 times 5, which then gives you a £15 in total, or $15 in total. So what I would then do is I would click this ABO here, I would scroll down, I would turn campaign budget on, and I would change this to 15 because we have 5 ad sets, remember, and we have £3 per ad set or $3 per ad set. So we do that math and it equates to around about £15 to $15, let's just say, for instance. So then that way you're spending the same budget you would spend on ABO in CBO and it will be effective. So that's how you do step one. So step two is all about increasing your usual budget. So let's say you usually spend $5 on ad sets. You want to increase it by 20 to 50% on the ad set level or the CBO level. So for example, let's say I'm spending $5 on my ad sets. Usually I might want to increase that to around about $7 or up to potentially $10, because what I found is with increasing the budgets, Facebook can pull more data out of the ad sets. Now, the same with CBO. If you're spending currently $50 on a CBO, you might want to increase it to $70 all the way up to $100. And you want to work out which budget in between works the best. So step 3 is all about increasing your potential reach. Now, you want to be increasing your potential reach by 1 to 50 million. And the way you can do this is by either expanding your interest or expanding your audience. So for example, what you want to do is, let's say for example, and I'm going to show you this on the ad account. So this is one I've got right here. So the potential reach is 230,000. So what I could do is I could click detail expansion, and that takes all the way up to 180 million. And that basically is Facebook finding people similar to that interest and putting it in one. Now that's one way what works really, really effective for us. The next thing that you can do is you can if you don't want to be doing that, you can broaden this up by doing larger age groups, or you can find interests that have more potential reach than this one. So I could delete this and find one with a more potential reach. Or what you could do is you could either add more locations, but I wouldn't be moving aggressively on the demographics too much if they don't fit your current store. So the best way of doing it, in my opinion, is by doing the detailed expansion. Now, don't get into the habit of slapping loads of interest inside of one ad set. As you guys can see here, it says do not put more than one interest in one ad set, because if you overlap, the data will get completely tarnished. So keep it separate. Now, the next method that you can do is you can do step 4, which is changing the event from purchase to add to cart. I find this can work really effectively. So what you'll do is you go back to the ad account, you'd go to your ad set, and you see where it says purchase. What you do is you change purchase and you change it to add to cart. Now, what you do is you'd see this like little X button here, you'd click it, and then you can change the event, and you want to change it to add to cart, and we find that works pretty well. So let's talk about how you scale your normal interest targeting campaigns. Now, step 1, and this one works really well, is duplicate the campaign. Don't change anything, keep it the same. As long as it was profitable in the past, or it's currently profitable, just duplicate it and keep it the exact same. So what you do is you go to the ad account here, and let's say you find one that's profitable. So let's say this campaign here is profitable and it's turned off, but it was profitable in the past. I might want to duplicate that again. But if you look through the ad account here, I'm just going to show you, you can see that we've duplicated so many of the same different campaigns because it just works really well for us. Now, step 2, you want to be duplicating the winning ad set 5 times in the same campaign. So this is something else that we do very aggressively. So if I show you this campaign here, or another one, you're going to see that this happens all the time. So you can see Versace has been put on 3 times, and in the past you can see how many times we've put that thing on, because it just works really well. So it's just simple as whatever ad set works really well, duplicate it 5 times in the existing campaign and just let it run for a few days. So step 3 is try no interest targeting and try using the top 5 countries. So we've done this before, and I'm going to quickly show you how this works. And this is what we call a non-interest targeting campaign. And this only really works well if you've currently got data on the actual pixel. So if your pixel has no data, then this will not work. You need to have at least spent around about $1,000 for this to work effective, because remember, you're doing no interest targeting, which basically means that you're just going to be finding people based on what the pixel has currently found in the past. So this is an example of no interest targeting. You can see this campaign here. I'm just going to quickly go on the ad sets, and you can see we've got around about 6 ad sets in here, one for United Kingdom, one for Ireland, one for Canada, one for France, one for Germany, and one for Netherlands. So if I just quickly open these up just to quickly show you how this looks, you can see that every ad set has the exact same ads inside of the ad set, the same demographics. You can see here the demographics are all the same. The only thing that's different is we're currently putting no interest in the campaign. We're leaving it completely blank, and you want to be doing 1 country per ad set. So you can see this ad set's got the different country, and that can work really effectively. So step 4, and this is by far one of the most underrated but one of the most powerful ways to scale, is create a new pixel and copy the best campaigns from the old pixel to the new pixel and increase the budget by 20 to 50%. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the business manager, go under data sources, and you want to create a new pixel. And then once you've created a new pixel, you want to obviously assign that to your ad account and your page. And then once you've done that, what you want to do is you want to duplicate whatever's worked the best previously. So let's say this campaign's worked really well. Now I'm just going to actually show you this. You can see that this one is called new pixel. So I'm only teaching you guys what we do. So you can see this campaign is the campaign on the new pixel, because about 3 months ago our old pixel was just dying out, so we had to make a new one. So you can see this one's called new pixel. So let me just quickly show you how this would work. So you'd basically duplicate your best performing campaign. So you'd hit duplicate on it, and then when you duplicate it, what you want to do is you literally are just changing the budget by 20 to 50% depending on how confident you are on that campaign. And then inside of the ad set level, you're just changing over the pixel. And how you do that is you go over to the ad set level, and then you can see here the pixel. So this one's called Sol et al Pixel 2, and that's because it's our second pixel. What you do is you delete it, and then what you can do in the drop down menu is you can select the other pixel, and then once you've changed it to the other pixel, the new one, you're just going to publish it again, and that's a great way to scale. So guys, now let's talk about the LLA campaigns on how to manage them effectively now. So step 1 is you need double the metrics to start a lookalike campaign. So let's go to the events manager. So If you've watched the free course or you've watched one of my ad tutorials before, I always go over what you need to do lookalikes. Now that has actually changed. So to do a page view, I used to say 2,000, but now you're gonna need 4,000. To do view content, you used to need 2,500, you now need 5,000. Now add to cart, I used to say 200, you're now gonna need 400. With purchase, I used to say 100, now you're gonna need 200. So whatever I used to say in my old videos, you're going to want to make sure that you have double the amount, because the data now is a lot worse because of the data tracking. The more data you have on a 2x2, the better it will work and the way it will be more efficient like it used to be. And this is what I've tend to find. So once you've done that, then you can get straight into lookup. So step 2 is try larger grouped LLA percents. For example, 1 to 3% instead of 1 to 2%. So let me show you the audience section. So this is where you create lookalikes. If you've watched the free course again, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is where you do your lookalikes, and you can see here, they even give you a disclaimer about your lookalikes being affected due to iOS 14.5 and how the size source may be effective, and this is the way to get around that. So as you can see here, if you're doing purchase, these are your purchase values based on the amount that you've got, lowest value passed and highest value passed. And do these matter? Depending on how expensive your product is, of course it does, but we'll go over that on a different video. But let's say we're going to be doing this. Now I normally used to say do 0 to 2% because that would work effective. You might now want to do 0 to 3%, or you might want to do 1 to 3% or 1 to 4%. You're basically increasing your lookalike ranges by around about two times what it used to be. So again, then what you do is you do 3 to 6%. So you do this way, you do 3 to 6%, and then what you do is you do 6 to 9%. And then so forth. So that's the way I'm currently doing mine, and when I'm doing it that way, I find it's working a lot better than when I used to do it from 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6 is how I used to do it. But this new method I'm doing it is tend to work a lot better than the older method. So step 3 is start with 2 versions of each LLA ad set from the start of launching LLAs. So this one can get a little bit complicated, but what I'm trying to say is, let's say you're doing 5 ad sets with 5 different LLAs in them. What you might want to do is within those 5 ad sets, you might want to times that by 2, because each LLA that you're doing, you're basically changing it. So let's say I'm going to be doing a 0 to 3% LLA. What I might want to do is I might want to do another a range between 0 to 3%. So I might want to do 1 to 3%. So what I'm trying to say is 3% is my maximum inside of this one ad set. So I'm going to be maximizing just 3%. But what I might want to do is I might want to do another ad set where it's 1 to 3%, but I'm not going over this 3%. So let's say when I'm doing 6 to 3%, so we're doing 6 to 3% now, sorry, 3 to 6%. What I might want to do is within that ad set, I might want to create a duplicate version of it, but I might want to trade 4 to 6. So I'm not going over 6, but I'm going to try something in between. And that's what I'm trying to say. You basically want to try 2 different versions of the LLA ad set from launching from day 1 to see which range is more preferred within that LLA group. Now let's talk about how to manage your retargeting campaigns for Facebook ads for the best results. Now there's only actually one way of doing this. Now obviously in terms of managing the campaign, all the other ones that I've gone over here, like all the rules from here down to here apply. So like all these different rules on the normal campaigns, they all apply to the LLAs and the retargeting. So just bear that in mind. But in terms of specifics for retargeting, the best way of doing it is instead of starting with 30 to 80 days, so obviously retargeting, it's about the funnel. You normally start from the latest to the earliest. From now on, you want to start with 1 to 7 and then work up. So you're basically doing it the other way round. Like I said, back in the day, you used to do it from the end to the start, but this time you're doing it from the start to the end. And I always start with 1 to 7 days in my funnel because I tend to find that those work the best right now, because the newer the data, the better it performs in my opinion. And again, that's what will work best for retargeting. There's not much more to talk about it, but that's definitely a very effective way to get back into great results with your retargeting campaigns. So that was the step-by-step tutorial on how I'm currently managing my campaigns during iOS 14 and iOS 14.5 to try and get the best results possible. Now I hope you guys have found this video helpful, and let me know in the comment section below if those updates have helped with your performance on your campaigns, your ad sets and so forth. And I'll be catching you guys in the next video. And don't forget to get this video to 2,000 likes so you guys can get that free Google Docs sheet. And if you want to get it straight away, don't forget to sign up for the VIP membership group. I'll see you guys on the next video.